Worlds of Flavor is actually just one of the many thought leadership and industry leadership events that we do. We partner with many of the companies who are represented in this room, over 80 universities around the world, critical research institutes like Harvard and Stanford, and we have incredible events and conferences like our Menus of Change platform, which many of you probably have participated in, Healthy Kitchens, Healthy Lives, the Healthy Kids Collaborative, and many more. All of these are designed to try to support the food and beverage industry to stay on the cutting edge of flavor and what's coming around in the corner, issues like health and sustainability, and many other topics that we're starting to expand into. And all of this thought leadership work is now centered into something that we just announced being called the Center for Food and Beverage Leadership. And so you'll start to see that name around a lot more. I wanted to make sure and call out the purpose of all of this work. At CIA, it's helping support the industry, also keeping our curriculum on the cutting edge to make sure that we're graduating what we call the conscious culinary leaders of tomorrow. And what that means in our estimation is that we have food and beverage graduates of our different programs that are ready to enter the industry and tackle any of the myriad of food systems challenges and dynamic environment that we see out there right now, and ready to be part of the solution to some of those challenges. So let me get back to why we're here together today, which is Worlds of Flavor. You're going to see out there from sizzling live fire cooking and bold olive oil demos to vibrant tasting of rare and underappreciated wine varieties that our faculty from across all 3 campuses in the United States have really put together an incredible program for you. You're going to be seeing a deep dive, obviously, into the Mediterranean with dynamic sessions focused on Spanish, Greek, Southern, Italian, Moroccan cuisines, and more, with moderated panels and discussions and evocative conversations about flavor discovery, sustainability, health, wellness, and so much more. And of course, all of those conversations, the starting point for them is going to be around deliciousness. And the key point, probably why you're here, right, is trying the incredible food. We're going to have dishes in the marketplace from all over the Mediterranean, and that's going to be a key part of our programming. So what you might not know about the CIA is that we're actually what we consider a global university of applied gastronomy. We teach not just the craftsmanship of food and beverage, but we focus on the art, the science, and the business of the food, beverage, and hospitality industry. And we do that through a myriad of degrees and non-degree programs. Many people know about the associate's degree in Culinary Arts or Baking and Pastry, but we also have several bachelor's programs, and now we've just brought online our 5th master's degree. And the latest master's degree is pretty exciting. It's in Culinary Therapeutics, focused on the translational work around a topic that you probably heard of, called food as medicine. But today we have a feature from another of our master's programs, and we're going to be pleased to profile 2 of our second-year students from our Master's in Culinary Arts program. This is the first of its kind master's program, really at the pinnacle of culinary education, that prepares the next generation of talent to set a new standard in inspired dining and culinary excellence. It's really designed for culinary leaders who want to take their passion, creativity, and commitment and vision to the next level. You're going to meet Justin Kreft, who is currently working at the Inn of Little Washington in Virginia, and Lourdes Valdez. Oh, there's a fan in the audience. I love it already. And Lourdes Valdez, who's currently working at the French Laundry. Maybe you've heard of the French Laundry, as part of their degree program, which includes a 2-year internship at Michelin-starred restaurants. During the marketplace, you're going to be among the first to taste a selection of personal culinary concepts they are developing as part of the program. And some of you at registration may have already gotten to taste Justin's unforgettable Southern-inspired dolma, which is dirty rice wrapped in collard greens, which I think is pretty innovative, and I love the fusion involved in it. So, next up, I would be remiss to not promote the next exciting iteration of our world dominance in cuisine, and that's the new Netflix show called Next Gen Chef. And if you haven't binged this already, I highly recommend it, and would ask you what you're waiting for, and let's give you a taste of it.
best young chefs in America have come here, the Culinary Institute of America, to compete in a one-of-a-kind competition.
It's the Harvard of Culinary Schools.
Feels like Hogwarts for cooking.
Inside real CIA kitchens,
Push, let's go, push, push.
they will be put through a series of grueling tests to earn $500,000.
I've worked 11 Michelin star restaurants. I think I'm gonna stand out. You're gonna feel the love on this plate.
It's not enough to be pretty good. I want to be at the apex of whatever I do.
It's a chance to find a chef who defines their generation.
If you're looking for a new Anthony Bourdain, I am available.
You guys have 2 hours. Starts now.
Time management is like my kryptonite. On the bright side, it's crispy.
I need to put another pan in.
There's no more room. Peter isn't in charge.
If you're afraid to lead, you're afraid to be a chef. I'm not afraid of either.
Some of the biggest names in the culinary world are going to very quickly weed out the people who will not survive.
Your emotions go down, your food's gonna go right down with it.
There is no way I would not be nervous walking up to this table.
I'm sorry, it was disgusting. I couldn't eat it. Oh my God.
This is an incredibly mature dish for someone so young.
I would pay for that meal.
Boom, there it is.
It's more than a competition.
Whoa.
Bang.
It's a chance to make their name as the next gen chef.
How exciting is that? Do us a favor and give it a watch, even if you let it stream in the background, because we get credit for all of those watches. Pro tip, log in through your kids' account. We get double credit for that. You know, we're hoping that it's already received incredible response, and we're hoping that Netflix sees that and we get a season 2 out of it as well. So before I go on, move on to acknowledge our sponsors, I want to call out one thing that you might see that's different this year for those of you that are frequent flyers from Worlds of Flavor. We are making a concerted effort to do a better job of capturing the incredible content, knowledge, insights, and energy that comes from the event. So the first time ever, we've sort of deputized a whole team of students, faculty, and professional videographers to swarm the building over the next 2 days. And they're going to be wearing orange lanyards, CIA lanyards, you'll notice. And they're going to be kind of jumping in your face. Don't let it scare you. But they're going to be inviting you to pop into one of our 2 podcast booths that we have set up in different places of the building. They might have an iPhone in your face and ask you a couple of questions. Please participate and go along with it, because what we want to do is make sure and hear your feedback of what's going on, hear about what flavors you're excited about, and do a better job, like I said, of capturing those insights. You might have seen the yearbook station when you came in at registration, got your headshot. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll share those out. But all of that will be going into our content capture and be shared out. And we're trying to build a community here and build on that. We want you to see yourself in that community. So thanks for your participation in advance. So getting on to the people who have made the next 2 days possible. First of all, I want to recognize our platinum sponsors. The Worlds of Flavor celebration of creativity and talent, as well as food service operators focused on global cuisines, has really been a driving force of professional development and education for the industry for 27 years. And that is really made by the sponsors that I'm going to talk about today. So I want to take the opportunity to start with Kikkoman, and I would invite Jason Zylstra, the sales manager from Kikkoman Sales USA, to join me up here on the stage so that we can recognize your contribution and thank you for it. The second honor goes to the Catalonia World Region of Gastronomy in 2025. And I'd like to welcome Susanna Barquin, Head of Area Sectoral Solutions for Prodeca, to accept the award. If you wouldn't mind coming up to the stage, Susanna. Now, we also have a number of gold sponsors that have supported us. and have been an incredible partner in this journey, and also we wouldn't be here without them. Make sure and watch for their presence and thank them in person if you have an opportunity. We also have a number, sorry, did I get that? Oh, Premium Gold, I'm sorry, I used the wrong words. As well as these gold sponsors, our silver sponsors, bronze sponsors, our supporting sponsors, supporting tabletop, corporate sponsors, our media partners, our research collaborator, and Data Essential. Let's give all of them a round of applause because we wouldn't be here without them. Now it's my honor to hand over the stage to Jennifer Breckner. She's the Director of Programs and Special Projects for the Center for Food and Beverage Leadership here at CIA. And she is the capable and creative program lead for the Worlds of Flavor, and she's going to walk you through the details of the programming today. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Robert. Hello to all of you here with us in Ecolab. Those of you watching the webcast on site here at Copia in our Chuck Williams Culinary Museum and Napa Valley Vintners Theater, as well to those of you joining us live from around the world via our webcast. In addition, I wanted to say a special hello to our Healthy Menus R&D collaborative members joining us for WOOF after a robust and engaging meeting on Monday and Tuesday. And so to all of you, I would like to also say welcome to the 27th Annual Worlds of Flavor International Conference and Festival. Since 1998, WOOF, as we like to call it, has been a driving force in introducing global cuisines to American chefs and food service operators. We've hosted countless chefs, operators, business leaders, food experts, and nonprofit representatives from around the world in a celebration and exploration of world cuisines. As Director of Programs and Special Projects, I have the privilege to be the program lead for Worlds of Flavor. I, along with our Center for Food and Beverage Leadership team, work on WOOF for a good part of 10 months, and I can't tell you how thrilling it is to stand before you all and know the exciting things that are coming your way. And to also just thank you for being here. I know that we all have busy lives these days, and so to take the good part of a week and come out to Napa and join us in this fellowship around food and culture is, I think, heartwarming in these times. And so this year's theme is Roots of Culture, Seas of Discovery, Mediterranean Culinary Tradition, Exchange, and Invention in the 21st Century. This is a theme we have visited many times in the 27-year history of Worlds of Flavor, and we continue to find inspiration here. Robert mentioned a little bit about this, but I just wanted to say the conference is organized according to general sessions we have here in Ecolab, where all conference attendees come together for content. We also have breakout sessions that will occur on Thursday and Friday. Those are divided between seminars and kitchen workshops. You may have already signed up for some of these. The kitchen workshops offer an opportunity for hands-on tasting, but the breakouts are really designed for you to get up close and personal with our chefs and presenters. And then we have an opportunity to engage with sponsors in flavor discovery opportunities every day. And then our World Marketplace. For those of you who have been to Worlds of Flavor before, this is really, there's not an experience like it. You get to see chefs create their dishes and demos, and then you get to go taste them, and you get to get up close and personal. It's also a really great place it's probably the most fun I've ever had networking. and you get to taste and learn as you go along. We have live music, book signings, and again, it's an experience unlike any other, and I'm really, really pleased that you're here for it. I'm excited for the entire program, which takes us across the Mediterranean, but I wanted to just give you a taste of what you're going to experience. You may have seen at the registration Armbe and Doti Zakaria. They're brothers, woodworkers, and the creative force behind Nawal, a Syrian, Circassian, Egyptian pop-up in Los Angeles that's redefining diasporic dining. And I will also say probably just like the friendliest dude you're ever gonna meet. From the UK, we have Melik Erdal, who will share soulful Turkish Kurdish recipes rooted in heritage and resilience. For wine lovers, we're thrilled to present a tasting led by CIA wine faculty member Tim Buzinski and Chicago sommelier Scott Stromer of Galit. This will spotlight underappreciated wines from Palestine, Greece, and Turkey. Our business panel brings sharp insights from Bob Anderson, the president of the Great Greek Mediterranean Grill, and Rose Pravit of Maidon Restaurant in DC, and the highly anticipated soon-to-open Maidon Market in LA. Jordanian cuisine takes center stage in our marketplace thanks to CIA New York's Walter Grote, who brings flavors shaped by years living and working in Jordan. We'll also explore Persian influences across the Mediterranean, the rich diversity of Greek regional cooking, and the cultural role of bitterness in Sicilian and Sardinian foodways. George McLeod of SEM in Portugal, formerly of the pioneering zero-waste restaurant Silo, will discuss and demo on how that restaurant pushes the boundaries of sustainability. While one never knows what unique and impactful techniques Chef Shola Olenloyo, a truly gifted and innovative chef, will bring to WOOF. This year's program is a celebration of complexity. With over 22 countries represented in the Mediterranean, we both honor something like the Mediterranean diet, and we challenge the idea of a singular Mediterranean identity, as presenters unpack how migration, conflict, religion, trade, and empire have shaped Mediterranean food cultures. We hope you leave inspired, informed, and ready to rethink what Mediterranean cuisine truly means in the 21st century.
Welcome to Peanuts in the Plant Forward Kitchen. I'm Ashton Pelham. Today we're diving into performance nutrition, specifically how peanuts help fuel athletes at every level. I'm thrilled to be joined by Chef Tony, who is going to share some tips for athletes to stay fueled, focused, and ready to compete. Athletes push their bodies to the limit, so what they eat matters. I think you're going to share a recipe that can help with post-game or post-workout recovery. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. I'm making a protein peanut butter smoothie. This smoothie is perfect for recovery. Peanut butter aids athlete recovery by providing a combination of protein, good fats, and other essential nutrients that help repair muscle damage, replenish energy stores, and reduce inflammation. Specifically, the protein content supports muscle repair and growth, while the good fats sustain energy and contribute to reducing inflammation and muscle soreness.
Wow, Chef Tony, that was really informative. Can you tell me what else is in the smoothie other than peanut butter?
We have some peanut protein powder that we're gonna mix with some cocoa powder, and we're mixing it in a bowl because what'll happen is if we don't, sometimes it'll tend to clump around the sides of the blender.
Okay.
And then we also have some frozen bananas.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put those in here first. And then we have peanut butter.
Now, does it matter how much peanut butter? Is it to your liking?
It's kind of to your liking.
Okay.
Like if you go too heavy, it'll tend to get really thick, but you can always add more oat milk if you need, We're gonna add in some vanilla extract. We're gonna pour our peanut powder and cocoa mixture on top.
Wow.
The last thing is we have some ice and we have some oat milk.
And this is so easy. It's so fast to make.
This is like you wake up late and you have to hurry.
Which I so often do.
Start it on low, make sure your button's on low, and then slowly increase it.
Okay.
All right. And then it nice and smooth. All right, and then we're gonna add the ice.
Oh, wow.
All right. And that's it.
And that's it?
That's it.
That was super fast. Now, with all the training and the on-the-go lifestyle, this looks like a quick and easy way for athletes to get the fuel they need on the go.
Yes, peanuts and peanut butter are an automatic go-to because it's shelf stable and helps you sustain your energy without crashing.
Okay, well, let's give this delicious shake a try. All right, and cheers.
Cheers.
Yes. Delicious. This is amazing. Quick, easy, and on the go, full of protein and all the nutrients, huh?
Absolutely.
Wow, well, thank you, Chef Tony, for joining us today. Clearly, peanuts are a powerful player in any athlete's meal plan and a secret weapon for chefs who want to keep their teams energized and ready to win. Thanks for watching Peanuts in the Plant Forward Kitchen. I'm Ashton Pelham. See you next time. And Chef, before you go, I'm definitely gonna need this recipe.
These crispy Vietnamese spring rolls, or chua zo, are traditionally made filled with Whittier mushrooms, vermicelli noodles, pork, and sometimes shrimp, though this can vary regionally. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a vegetarian version, filled with tofu and vegetables in place of pork and shrimp. In Vietnam, these spring rolls are enjoyed as an appetizer, like we'll demonstrate here, or as a topping on bún chả. First, let me show you how to make the filling. Heat canola oil in a skillet over medium heat. Add lemongrass, shallots, and carrots, and saute them until they're fragrant, about 3 minutes. Next, stir in rehydrated and minced Whittier mushrooms, cooked and chopped vermicelli noodles, and some tofu. I'm using Nasoya organic extra firm tofu that I've crumbled. Add soy sauce, oyster sauce, and palm sugar, and cook for another 4 minutes, stirring to incorporate. Remove from the heat and allow the filling to cool completely. This is key in order to prevent soggy spring rolls. Now I'll show you how to assemble the spring rolls. You can lightly brush the edges of the Nasoya egg roll wrap with some cornstarch paste to ensure a really secure seal. I've made that by cooking equal parts cornstarch to water to make a little egg roll glue. Place about 2 tablespoons of the cooled filling in the center of each egg roll wrapper. I'm using Nasoya egg roll wraps for this because they hold up well and crisp up beautifully when they're fried. Fold the bottom corner over the filling, then fold in the sides. From there, roll the filling tightly so it's sealed. Let's go ahead and finish assembling the rest of our spring rolls. You can make these in advance and refrigerate them until you're ready to serve them. Now we're ready to fry our spring rolls. Heat oil in a deep skillet or pot to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Fry the spring rolls in batches for 2.5 to 3 minutes or until they're golden and crispy. Drain them on a wire rack or paper towels to maintain their crispiness. Arrange the spring rolls on a platter with lettuce leaves, fresh herbs, and some pickled carrot, cucumber, and daikon. Serve with ngoc cham dipping sauce or sweet chili sauce on the side.
One of the most delicious and iconic comfort foods in Europe is moussaka and its many variations depending on where it's made. Moussaka is cousins with shepherd's pie and is a layered eggplant or potato-based dish, often including ground meat, tomato, and a top layer of custardy bechamel sauce. Moussaka is a 13th century dish from the Arabian Levant. Today, it's enjoyed all over the Balkans and the Middle East, and it has many local and regional variations, from hot to cold, with or without eggplant, filled with beef or lamb, and everything in between depending on its origin. In the same spirit, I'm making this delicious layered dish inspired by Bulgaria's moussaka, Malta's timpana, and Cyprus's makaronia tou fournou, using ingredients from all over the European Union. The first step is to prepare the hotel pan. I'll butter the pan with this garlic and herb butter from France, which will add some creaminess. Next, I'll cover the butter with some crushed potato chips. I'm using truffle and Irish butter potato chips from Ireland for their intense truffle flavor. As the base of the dish, I'm making a twist on the traditional savory meat and tomato stew. To give my stew some umami sweetness and a different textural element, I'm starting by using the oil from the EU organic dried cherry tomatoes from Spain. The EU organic label ensures that the product is safely made, following strict regulations, and with respect for the environment. You will find moussaka made with ground beef, pork, or lamb, but I'm making this version using cotechino Modena, a traditional cooked pork sausage from Modena, which has PGI or Protected Geographical Indication status, meaning it's a product deeply rooted in its origin, with most of its production taking place right in Modena, Italy. The rich and savory flavor of the sausage pairs beautifully with other European ingredients in this dish. Mediterranean appetizer of fried eggplant and peppers from Bulgaria is a great product to use because the fried eggplant and peppers are already mixed with flavorful tomatoes, garlic, herbs, and spices. Add the dried cherry tomatoes. Red onion preserve from Romania adds a sweet and savory flavor. Add a bit of sweet paprika from Hungary for a sweet smokiness. The product holds a PDO, or Protected Designation of Origin status, meaning that every part of production, processing, and preparation must take place in the region of its geographic origin. I'm adding a splash of Slovenska Istra, a Cabernet Sauvignon from Slovenia that also holds PDO, or Protected Designation of Origin status, meaning it's crafted entirely in its home region, capturing bold notes of blackcurrant, blackberry, and a hint of black pepper. I'm giving our moussaka an elevated and fun twist by topping it with a whipped herb and truffle potato chip flavored bechamel. I was inspired to use potato chips in the topping since it reminded me of the instant mashed potatoes that so many of us grew up eating. I'm using more of the truffle and Irish butter potato chips and bringing them to a boil in water. These get blended with a little more of the garlic and herb butter from France. Pour the stew into a prepared pan. As you can see, the bechamel is looking so delicious and is going to be the perfect creamy counterpart to the rich stew. I also added a crispy garnish of crushed potato chips, a sprinkle of Portuguese sea salt, and a bit more of the red onion preserves on the side, with a dusting of sweet paprika from Hungary. This moussaka is such a rich and comforting dish with so many layers of intense flavor. I love this comforting and end-of-summer recipe because it reimagines the iconic dish through a modern lens by using high-quality ingredients and showcasing regional depth and cross-cultural inspiration.